Jersey City. I'm not in the atrium. I'm in my bedroom. I'm mixing nutrients for the girls. Nothing prolific. I'm not really gonna kick it. I mean, clearly I'm gonna talk shit because I can't help myself. Um, I guess I'll do retractions from yesterday because I was kind of listening to a replay of myself. But yeah, I like me. I just want to see what I said. I want to see. I'm not crazy. I know I talk a lot. It was a long fucking stream. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure I didn't say nothing crazy. Um, salute to anybody in the. Oh, Grumpy, it's really good, big dog. Um, I'm not normal. I'm not at my laptop, so I can't do what I do. But let me turn this shit down. Hold up. We get it. Jersey City was really bad. We know. We know. I was there, Albie. I went to one time. I went to a we went to a trip. The projects. We would go on trips in the summertime. Somehow to keep take us to the farms, the far Mayberry, whatever. Trying to get the kids out the hood, do something positive. It was the '80s. I don't know how, who was paying for it, whatever. But thank you, sir. Clearly, I need to shave, pero I want to shave everything except my mustache. I want like a '70s stash where Tom Selleck was more darker than the rest. I did it by mistake a few weeks ago, and I don't know. I liked it. I liked the way I looked. I'm trying to be different. You know what I'm saying? And this is the way I always look. You know what I'm saying? Like a problem. um, I look more approachable like that. I look more peaceful. That's more the guy I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Pero yeah. We went on trips and we got kicked out once with his project, Marion Gardens. It was Holland Gardens, my project, and some other project. They used to send us 3 at a time. 2 or 3 projects together, the Great Adventure, or like to the lakes or something. These motherfuckers stole boats. They was in the arcade, the part where you buy stuff. Whatever they did there, either stealing, somebody caught them, they fucked them up. You know what I'm saying? Before we were supposed to go home at 5, it was like 2, and then the motherfuckers is rushing us out the fucking door. And still 6 people, they couldn't leave because kids were still out with the boat. You know what I'm saying? Like they stole it and went like across the fucking lake to the other, just why. It was you, Albie. It was probably you. You was there. Nah, he wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know that he was there. But they would send us together, everything. Basketball tournaments, Booker T would be playing Montgomery and shit like that, whatever. So my whole world was the projects. I never really left. The other side of the projects was like going uptown. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's so weird. I had a bodega. I had my own mall. I had my own movie theaters. Newport. Um, Essentially, I was in a 4-block radius at all times for the first 15 years of my life. Yeah. And my grandmother did not like me to be far. When I was 13, 14, it was probably different. But when I was younger, I was listening. I used to listen. But so anyway, I don't know why I said I saw Albie and I thought about us getting kicked out of that lakes. Now I remember. Now I remember. Yeah, motherfucking yeah. I mean, it's what it was. I something like yesterday. I was telling a story about throwing rocks at dogs. I no, I never ever remember like a dog going. Like nobody hit the motherfucking dog with the brick, you know what I'm saying? But they were definitely trying. They were definitely trying. Fucking assholes. And again, I was just the fat kid that never put down Hershey bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was either always at the bodega getting some type of, or buying the little paper planes. They were like foam and to see if they would fly. Like, it was the 80s, man. I don't know. It was a different time. The garbage pail kids, you know. That's why I always gave my father shit because I'm like, dude, y'all was all adults making these decisions. I was 7. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a child. I didn't understand. Um, but maybe in another life we'll get to have a talk one day. We had a good talk. The last time I spoke to him, It was a great conversation. I don't want to think about this. I've yet to cry since he died. So, I think about him. I prayed for him, and all that. But I'm not doing all that. What am I smoking? That is a very good question. I'm drinking tincture. I got my hella jelly in the tink. And I got edibles and I haven't partook yet. So how about we start there? How about we start there? Because I've been smoking. I've been trying to build my level up. I can't be on all these fucking live streams of y'all and y'all motherfuckers is just doing it up. Constantly dabbing, constantly packing a pipe or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I've been rolling joints. No, let me not lie. The rolling machine has been rolling joints, and that's gonna be one of the first official episodes. Ad's gonna learn how to roll a fucking joint with his hand. I think that's very important if I'm gonna go to these farms. Yo, Tango Roots started following me on Instagram. That's what up, Y2K? What's really good, big dog? Oh, Gene, what's up, man? I'm sorry, I'm not checking the chat. I'm still getting used to this shit, man. You don't have to smoke as much. Yeah, in theory. In theory. You know what I'm saying? But when I smoke, if you notice, I get quiet and shit like that. I'm definitely not, I don't know that I'm paranoid, but I'm different. And if you haven't noticed, I love talking shit. So when I get quiet, I know something's wrong. And that's how I feel. I feel like I did something wrong. I feel like when I say, um, oh, thank you, man. Thank you, Gene. That was insane. I couldn't believe that we was on for almost 12 hours. I didn't mean to, Chris. I really just wanted to see if I could do it, like myself, without waiting for somebody to tell me how. Because I had a chance to do a live stream after growing old that night. Perfect promotion, segued into, and people showed up, and I couldn't get it started. That was not awesome. I didn't feel great when I woke up the next day. So I'm like, no, fuck that. I could do this. I'm a savvy young fellow. I could do that shit. So I did it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. And then when I started, I meant to go off around 12:30, 1 o'clock, so I could pull up on Chris. And it just kept on keeping on. Shit. By 1:30, I was still talking shit. I hadn't even pulled nobody up yet. No, maybe. 702 Exotic was the first official guest on the Ready Low Grown Smoke Show, man. Salute to him, bro. He's good people, man. I used to think he didn't like me. When I first met everybody, I thought Rock Solo and him didn't like me the first day. Uh, yo, salute, G. Thank you. Oh, King Nino was really good, big dog. Yeah, man. I just, people didn't know me yet. And when the first time I was on the stream I started talking about my addiction, that I'm clean 4 years or something. And, they said what Zerk said to me once, a producer who made beats for Ransom and all these people, Joy City. Uh, oh, UK Meds, what's really good? Cheers to everybody in the chat, bro. I went up, I did a live because I noticed nobody was live. I just wanted to be on with somebody kicking it. And I got to mix nutrients. Mm. Mm. It's hard to chew with two teeth. I don't get many selections where I could chew. I gotta eat like a rabbit. That's how I eat. I mean, I can't chew with my fucking gums. Salute to everybody in the chat. I want to talk and I keep putting shit in my mouth. um, mm. Oh my god! Wow, this shit is good. I'm gonna miss the hella jelly when it's gone. Um, yeah. So I didn't mean to go into Chris's show and whatever. I was just, I was having fun. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about. I thought they didn't like me because I was talking about. And Zerk, this guy had told me once. He's like, damn, ID, like, like. I think we were in the studio and somebody there was like a big heroin dealer from like Brooklyn or something. And he's like, damn, ID, like I don't know. He said something to the effect of, you talk about it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, now this is like 23-year-old ID. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I was definitely scheming to try to get cool with a guy so I could get better heroin. Yes, I was scheming. Um, but he made a point that Rock Solo and 702 had made. Like, you talk about it a lot, bro. It's like it's on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. And not that I take offense to it, my guard goes up with that kind of language because I'm like, no, that's the farthest thing that I know in my soul. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it bothers me that people think that, that I'm really like scheming like I was at one time in my life or whatever. But they didn't know me. They just met me 3 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So thank you, 702, for being you. And you know what? You should be guarded. The motherfucker said, damn, I've been running since I'm 19. Whoa, okay. Don't let this guy close to the community. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. But I hope people see through that. And I just like to talk about it because I like to give people hope. I know I didn't believe ever that there'll be a point in my life where I didn't want to do drugs. Never, never. I thought I was gonna be a slave for it forever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I'm not. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not gonna tell you that I found one of my hairs, but this is the piece that it was on. I don't give a fuck. At Jersey City, they're in front of the ringside. They're in Marion Gardens. Holy shit. Anyway, y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. It's Jersey City. Jada Kiss is in Jersey City. Jada Kiss is in the motherfucking projects. You know what I'm saying? That's gotta feel great, man. Albie. Salute. That's why I don't care. I'm an underground rapper, and he's more of gangster rap or whatever. All I see is a fellow Jersey City motherfucker that made it out. He making commercials for ESPN. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, congratulations, dude. Hopefully, I can see you there one day. I could be like 50 Cent, pull up on the entourage. Like yeah. Oh, Pilgore was really good. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to all y'all. Um, yeah, I'm gonna start mixing soon. Now it's getting good to me. Now I'm enjoying it too much. Um, and he said from something to marry on. No, it's marrying, motherfucker. Why didn't Al be correct him? I guess you don't correct Jadakiss. I guess you don't tell him in the studio. Yeah, nah, it's marrying, dogs. It's not marry on. But he is Jadakiss. And he did, I'm sure you have to pay him a pretty amount of money to get on the track. Like Jada's not just getting on the track with you on some I think you're cool, let me do a song with you. No, I'm sure you gotta pay him. Which is cool, it's business. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to tell people last night. Like 702 and Rock Solo, and everyone. Just why am I spacing the fuck out? Day one, John Doe, you know what I'm saying? Anyone that's trying to build a business eventually or earn money from their passion, I would love to help any way I could help anyone in the community. Like I got a lot of eyes on Instagram. There's like almost 2,000 followers over there. We're gonna do lives, and I'm gonna do it simultaneously over there. So I'm only gonna give wrenches to like Miss Catherine and Laurie and just specific people that I don't want because we men sometimes we get a little too ego on it and before I know it, I look down the chat and there'll be 8 people booted out because it's hard to read tone in text. So you're just reading words and you're like, um, I don't know. Things go left really fucking fast. You know what I'm saying? When there's a lot of dudes pushing back on each other, because you know that what you do works for you. You do it in your growth. So when somebody else is pushing on, like saying opposite to what you know to be true, yeah, but men could disagree, and then we could fill a bowl and chill after. Ask Chris Guerrero. I look at Chris like he's an older brother, who like irks you, who knows you have like stitches there and he keeps fucking poking it. You know, he's just a dick. You know what I'm saying? But I don't take it negative. You know what I'm saying? He's a breeder. He knows his shit. He grows in living soil. So a lot of levels to it. While I would defer to him and be like, all right, sounds good. I'll soak it in and see if it works for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I could do, and apply it to my shit. Or I don't. But to be up there trying, and then for what, dude? We growing some of the finest cultivars in the world. I think we could embrace our chill. I think really, you know what I'm saying, dude? I'm eating chocolate cocoa pebbles, and I could taste fruity pebbles because of the candy gas. This is insane. My girl, she got a zip. She got an ounce of some shit that's 27% THC. I just grew hella jelly. I don't know what percentage THC is, but it's homegrown, whatever. She asked me for some of mine. She said, "Do you have any jelly like tucked away?" She knows I do, and I told her, "Yeah, you could take an eighth, whatever." Because she just wanted. She smoked like 14, 15 blunts yesterday. She's like, I told her she could have an eight. She's like, "Oh, that's more than enough." Seven. Because she smoked two. She's finished. She was knocked the fuck out. Rolled like of hella jelly. Probably rolled seven. She smoked. By the second one, she was slumped. I gave a joint, half a joint that was already burnt. I gave it to a kid at that polo party on Saturday. The next day on Instagram, all capitals. Yo, what the fuck was that? Yo, had the train lit and yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, those are the meds that I grow for my family. And I do grow them for Carmen and Jay and me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's nothing for sale or trade. You know what I'm saying? I gotta make that one of the buttons on my board. Nothing for sale or trade ever. Cause no, yeah, we ain't finna do all that. We good. Good. It's legal. Take your ass to a dispensary and get subpar weed. Bye. I'm making the good shit for my fam. One more bite. Mm. Sauce. Sorry, puppy. Salute Sauce Money. His name is really Sauce 420 with an extra drip. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just call him Sauce Money. Um, yeah, man. Um, it's a beautiful thing, dude. I woke up this morning and Tangle Roots. They're the seed bank or the seed company that um, they got all these seed banks in there. They're from Humboldt, from the Emerald Triangle. Um, Huckleberry Hill Farms, Ridgeline Farms, Casa Flor is one of them. They have some shit called Berry Treasure that you don't know who it is. It's just like they'll say farmer number 7, and he's a legacy farmer with like that. He helped create the original Gorilla Glue. I'm just picking names. Like they're like really they're guys that don't want to be in front of the camera, but they you know all these guys like Jason Gelman and that's Ridgeline's farm. Ridgeline Farms. He's from Ridgeline Farm fame. Um, Johnny Casali, from Huckleberry Hill, and really them two, because I look at them like for real. I told them this. I told them this in the text. Like, bro, I've worked around rock stars literally. And it's kind of hard to do your job if you're fawning over Mariah Carey when you got to be the mic guy who gives her a mic when she comes on stage. That would not go well. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do your job. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not starstruck, not even a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine me the way I am around Britney Spears, I'd be the same fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not amazed. I am not. I'm here to do a job, and I just want to make my money so I can go cop. Like really, that's the way. You figure I worked all the way to 2019 steadily, like I'm still a union guy, and whatever. But I just didn't want to. I never stopped paying for it. It's because I earned that. You see, when I first became a union guy, I got it in 9 months. I was in the union, and a guy from the Bronx came to me, a Puerto Rican cat. He's like, "Yo, man, it took me 4 years to get in the union, bro. I had to go to Florida, like I had to follow, put in work. How the fuck you did that shit? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just did what came naturally. I was hustling. I was show. I don't know. I was just doing what I could to earn. Oh, dude, that's what's up. I mean, you could take it like a positive source. Like, damn, now I know I grow that He-Man shit. I went to Mendocino, and you would think that every fucking farm down the road got that fire. These motherfuckers been doing it since the '60s. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole community of people that live like that. See, Pilgor's like, yo, I got a dude from Cali trying to hit me up. You know, dude. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? But I would imagine it's pretty hard to love your plants when there's 1,000 of them. I couldn't imagine trying to give them all names. I'ma try. I'ma try. But yeah, it's probably gonna be pretty fucking hard to do that. To be as involved, you definitely gonna have to have workers, a team. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I would imagine it's easy to lose things in the mix when you got a 14-year-old who's going up and down the fields watering all the plants. The kid got a date or something, or he just don't care. You know, I don't know. I guess you gotta find passionate kids. If you're a farmer and you got Tom down the road, his son wants a job, you're gonna give him a chance because that's Tom's son. But what if he don't really care about farming? How many kids really want to do what their parents do? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Beans to Blaze was really good, big dog. Yeah, I just went live because nobody else was on. So I think Jack and the Green Talk is going on at 5:30 ish. I'll shut it down at that time. But if I make this food, and then I can show y'all plants real quick before whatever. Because I'm trying to get in where I fit in. I'm not trying to bogart, which means elbow my way in to position and be like, yeah, this is where I'm planting my feet. Take it or leave it. No, no, no. That's retarded. People have shown me so much love. I'm gonna look at that Norma G. They put what's growing on. They put like a list of all the live streams in the week. I'm gonna search it and see get in where I fit in. You know what I'm saying? Um, the truth is, I just want to do it on Wednesdays. You know, yeah, I want to do it on Wednesdays after growing old. It's really not that hard. You know what I mean? Let him do his thing. If he goes long, then whatever, doesn't really fucking matter. And when it's over, let everybody know, hey man, 15 minutes, tap in. I'm gonna be or whatever, go in immediately. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, dude. I'll figure it as I get better. I'll figure it out. Like I could start the live as his is ending, come on to his panel already on my live. Is that a thing? I don't even know if that's possible, but I'll figure it out. The more I get into the computer part, the more I'll figure it out. All right, enough of this. I want a cigarette, man. That's not good. All right, I'm taking really long to make this fucking mix, huh? I just got to put water and this flawless finish. Um, It's from Advanced Nutrient. They're not a sponsor. Um, I just like to use it. It's what I've always used. And it makes the water more clear. I don't know how that's possible, but the water will just look like water, and then I'll put this shit in, and it'll be like clear, like shiny clear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I guess it's doing something. Um, I would hope that it takes out the fucking taste of nasty. Like, there's a lot of salt that accumulates. I use liquid salts and cocoa core, reverse osmosis water. You know what I'm saying? But I use all like general hydroponics, the most basic. You know, it's how I learn, man. Shout out to the Strange Show. Shout out to Matt from the Strange Show, which I found out, Matt. The order in which you give the thing, you put silica, CalMag, and then the three basic nutrients, pH the water, and then you add any powdered nutrients. I've been doing like that since the beginning. John Doe was really good, big dog. Salute, man. Oh, Jeff, peace. Salute, King. Yeah, man. So I didn't know last night. Rock, the savvy fellow that he is, he looked it up. He looked up the chart. I guess I have a chart in my phone. I can't believe I've never noticed this. He's like, nah, you're supposed to put the silica before the CalMag. I'm like, yeah. Like I am cutting motherfuckers off. Don't even let him finish. I'm like, I already do that. He's like, yeah, after the 3 basic nutrients. You have to put the 3 first. I'm like, that's not what it said in the video. And I'm like, well, it's a video. It's not NASA Jet Propulsion Lab. Like, it's not, definitive. This is what it is. It's a guy on the internet, and I listened, you know what I'm saying? But when I meet the man, I think his name is Matt from the Strange Show. I think that's his name. White kid with dreads. Which is not breaking it down because I think there's another guy, there's a white guy with dreads. But I see him sitting at a desk. I don't know his name, but I'ma hug him, bro. I'ma give that motherfucker a hug. Expect a big Puerto Rican kid to just hug and squeeze you, dude, because you gave me the confidence to try. You know what I'm saying? And that could never be understated, regardless of whether or not the order in which you gave the things timed out, changed over time. Maybe at the time when he made it, that's the way it was. I don't know, for whatever. But I did it the right direction. I say all this to say, um, that my branches are soft. My branches don't hold up the weight of stuff. So I'm like, and they're like, well, silica helps that. I'm like, but I use silica. John was like, everybody was just, input. And I'm like, but I use it. I don't understand. But I was putting in the wrong order. So apparently I was blocking it out. It's a miracle that any of the other fucking nutrients made it in. It's a miracle. Dude, if I'm getting this good of flour and I'm haven't really dialed it in yet, we're gonna get the light, la. We already know. I told my lady, she's downstairs or whatever. She's like, she wants to order it before. She's like, she wants to roll. She wants to smoke. So I haven't physically made the purchase yet. But I told her what y'all said about 420, and because I'll never get started if I don't start moving. She's like, we'll do it when she starts rolling, whatever. I'm gonna get the one that Day One got, the brand that Day One has, Eco Home. Again, not a sponsor. um, cause that's 800 watts, dogs. That's gonna step up my game to another fucking level. And with me scrogging now, keeping them, I'm gonna do less plants. This is a new plan. We're going back to old ID. When I started, I only did 3 plants at a time. Just a lot of focus on 3 baby tunas. It didn't get away from me. Look, the first time I grew 6, 2 different strains in the same, I got a herm. Clearly, it got away from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm neglecting the veg tent because it's just I wanted more because by 10:30 in the morning I was twiddling my thumbs with only 3 plants. So I wanted more, because I was really loving it. But it's too much, too fast. Relax. So we're gonna have 3 tents now. I'll have a propagation tent for the seeds, and I'm gonna use that tent to dry too, because it's not always gonna be fucking seeds popping. When I have a harvest, that'll be where I could dial in the surroundings to dry it well. Um, and then the middle tent, the 400-watt light and the 3x3 will be the veg tent with 4 babies. 4. Simple. You know what I'm saying? And then they can move to the 5x5, and I want to fill out a 5x5 with 4 motherfuckers. Wide, nice, low, 2 trellis nets. I have a pump sprayer so I could feed the bitch in the back, you know what I'm saying, without moving shit out. We getting there. You know what I'm saying? I'm finding my system as I remember. This is only my first, well, I can't say 100 days anymore. My first 4 months in a house. This is a new area. When I came here, I had just harvested my second ever girl. Like my first photo period when I moved here. I was still I had stayed there I stayed in Jersey City for an extra month by myself in an apartment just with my tent and a mattress on the floor. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to leave. I wanted to finish what I started. You know what I'm saying? Why do I have 800 different lives and stories and shit? Because I always start some new shit and I never finish. You know what I'm saying? That's the story of my fucking life. But that chapter changed with this page. You know what I mean? Like, for the first time in my life, I'm not sneaking anything. I'm not. I'm not like purple moons. Like every 3 months. Oh, I could sniff a bag. I'm not shooting it. Like no, no, all of that. No, stop. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I take Jackie with me everywhere. That's why I take my son with me everywhere. Not because I think I'm going to do something, just because I don't want to do something stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I can't be trusted. I can't be trusted. Right now, I don't trust me. So I'd rather have people around me that have all permission to punch me in my face if I do something stupid. Like if we at the wedding and I walk to the bathroom with a dude, yeah, men don't go to the bathroom together. You quickly follow me, kick that door in, smack that shit up out my hand, and punch me in my fucking face. You have all green light to do that. Because I shouldn't be doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. No. We alright. We chill. We chilling. We alright. Because it's too hard. When I do drugs, I am not doing them. They are doing me. I change. If you see, there's an arrogant asshole in here somewhere. He kind of comes out from time to time. That's me 98% of the time if I'm on drugs. I'm a totally different person. Um, yeah, I'm a fucking asshole. But I'm self-aware, so I got that going for me. I am smoking a cigarette before I start. Fuck that. You're on my time. This is my time. I'm gonna do what I want. Um, but yeah, I am blessed to have met. Dude, it's not my mistake that every person I met used to do music. You know, that Beans used to do music. Like he had a production company or some shit. Um, Day one went to school for sound and used to, rap with his brother. Like they had a group and all that. Dude, that's not a mistake that we met. You know what I'm saying? Granted, we didn't meet on music terms, but I'm a big believer that you don't leave nothing on the table. If you grow and you draw and you like music, you do all that shit on your page. You don't leave nothing on the table, none of your talents. You don't leave it over there because you're doing growing right now. No. That's why I called it Ready Low Grow because I'm always ready with the low. I'm always that, and that's why it's part of my personality. That I'm a low life. You know what I'm saying? L's up and all that. Um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. And when I got into low lives like that, because they put us in the books, you know what I'm saying? Like PJC, Polo Jersey City, is a real. We got our own crest and everything. You know what I'm saying? We in the books, as it were. You know what I'm saying? But that's like 2012 that we got in the books. The low lives of 1988. So for me to have met all these people that I didn't know in '88, but we have so much in common, because I'm a thief. That's what that's my vice, is that I could steal because I'm not scared to steal. I don't get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is a very to steal well. You have to, you got to act like you shopping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not explaining it, but I've taken people boosting and they freeze up in aisle 12. And then people get caught because they look like they fucking stealing. I walk in, I throw VCRs in my fucking in the thing like nothing. I go in the bathroom, whatever. I just walk like I fucking own the place. And I just walk the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a crazy person. I really am. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I was on drugs. I think that goes hand in hand. Um, but the first time I snuck away from the porch that my grandmother always wanted to stay on, I went to the mall with Danny Stone and Rah Rah. Why did I have to say that name? I gotta remember not to say names. It doesn't matter. I guess statute of limitations over. We were 9. You know what I'm saying? This is a long time ago, and we stole glasses from Stearns, shades, and I already stole mine. I left the store, and they were taking too long. I came back. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, whatever. These motherfuckers still trying to figure it out. And we get caught because, they're nervous and whatever. And of course, I had stolen thing on me because I already stole it. I was gone. That is not the first time that happened. Where I went robbing with people. Even as a teenager, an older teenager, that happened again too. When I went boosted with Cynthia. She was taking too long. I went back in and I didn't get caught though. But I don't know. I had stolen already, but I came back with stolen goods on me. I don't always use my frontal lobe. I don't always use the best discretion, I guess. I don't know the fucking word, but yeah, I'm a kleptomaniac. I steal. I think because I mean I could try to do the mental gymnastics on it. My mom did get her master's in psychology. You know, people been playing mental warfare with me since I was little. So that's why I play chess. I don't like checkers. I like chess. I like games that involve thinking ahead. You know, so I've been manifesting this whole trip to California, dude. I was saying I'm going to Huckleberry Hill Farm before any of them ever even liked one of my shit. And Tangle Roots started following me today. The seed bank that sells all those seeds started following me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I take that as baby wins all the time. Shout out to High again. They started following me too. You know, clearly I've been waving my arms on an island, and the choppers see me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just got to get them to land now. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get there, right? Rome wasn't built in a day, but I already got a team. Like they got a. All right, so a bunch of YouTubers went to like not they went to all the farms out there in the Emerald Triangle, and they called themselves Terp Team Six. I gotta say that's pretty fucking dope. They got that off. So I'm like, last night Day One was thinking, he was saying out loud, "Yo, we need a name for us," and all this shit, right? And I was in another room, and I heard from far away, and it just hit me in my head. I'm like, "Yo, we the big gromies, bro." You know how gromy is a term? Now, in blood language here in New York, tri-state area, when you say my big homie, that means the guy who's in charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brim talk like that. I don't know if Bloods talk like that. You know what I'm saying? But again, I chill around a lot of people that, uh, they lead less than desirable lives. You know what I'm saying? But it's who I know. It's who I grew up with. So, I, whatever. But they say my big homie. You know what I'm saying? And I know Gromy is already a term here in the community. Hey, Gromy, whatever, kind of family. Like there's certain terms that's already a thing. So we the big Gromies, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are. Like I just hit me while I was in the bathroom listening to Day One Farm. I'm like, and I'm saying it in my head, and I'm like, they can't hear me. But by the time I came back, the conversation moved on, and I'm like, it'll be there. Put a pin in that. I'm sure we'll figure it out. But I don't know if that's a great name, but it's the name that came to me at the moment, and I'm a very moment kind of person, which is why that's how my girls get their names. I go with the moment, just what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing, that moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like Frenchie has two offspring. One of them is Brawny, because Frenchie's strong. Brawny is her offspring, and the other one is Double D. She's double dawn patrol, like double dose of it. And why I give them, because you got a number of phenols, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just go A B C D E F G. Like, so I give them a name with that letter. It's really not that hard, but I'm just saying I don't know if I could do all 26 letters. Sorry, I was waiting for a phone call too. That's so fucked. Damn, I don't want to ghost my man. I'm gonna go 3 minutes more. I could call him back, right? I feel like that'd be wrong to punch out. Um, yeah, Jack's about to start in like 3 minutes. So shout out to all of y'all, man, that just punched in on some humbug shit. It was the moment. It was like, I just jumped on because nobody was on. I thought Chris would be on, and I was just gonna come up there and hear and get berated by Chris about how why didn't I show up yesterday, and why did you do a live stream or during my show. I don't know. I don't know that he even noticed. I'm just being silly. Actually, I seen he was doing a giveaway or something, if I'm not mistaken. I saw like the randomizer on the, I don't know. I noticed that he was doing a stream, and then I remember too late. Whatever. I forgot what I was talking about, but the big gromies. Yeah, I'm gonna have to punch out because it's my man, and I did tell him to call me. That'd be bad form. Salute to y'all, man. Salute to Grumpy, Y2K, Pilgor, Beans, everybody that pulled up just to say hello. And even if you ain't stick around, I know who stuck around. I could probably tell. John Doe, everybody that pulled up, man. That's pretty cool, man. I love this community, and I can't wait to help elevate us beyond YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just I look for a long and fruitful friendship with y'all. And yeah, I can't wait to do this, dude. Let me go because my man probably thinks I'm not gonna answer his phone call. He stopped trying to call. Peace and love. I will talk to y'all later. Hasta luego. God, I'm such a boomer. How do you stop this shit? Do I just close it? Mm, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm recording anymore. Wow, wow. You see? You see why? You see why? Oh no, see, I wasn't even seeing the whole chat. Oh man. Sauce, John Doe, Gene, King Nino, Beans to Blaze, Grumpy, Pilgore, Visible Farms, Growing Old, Jeff and Wendy, Salute, 24/7 Y2K, Mr. E Master E. What's really good, man? And UK Medical Buds 420. Make sure that you like and subscribe this video and go check out other people in the community, man. There's a lot of people growing a lot of beautiful flowers. Um, and this passion is strong, bro. It reverberates through these screens, man. I sincerely hope you have a great day. Peace and love.